we're back with Going Corn, episode number 9, I believe, here of the season.
You believe or you know?
I'm very sure of this time. Normally I'm not very sure, but today I am. Well, we got Sleepy McDuggins over there.
Ooh.
On the mic. I guess the seven dwarves to my Snow White, my co-host Caleb Youngman.
Very good. Howdy. Anyone like the new Plug Walk song?
Oh my gosh.
I love that song.
We've been sitting here for almost 20 minutes because Caleb just doesn't want to get up off the futon.
Plug
and he
Walk.
just keeps singing Plug Walk.
How the hell?
5 seconds. All right. Anyway.
It's a good song.
Let's talk some wiffle ball, eh? How about it? So, another week in Leroy Down. Running out of weeks
I'm not
now.
answering this question. This is not my podcast. I'm going on mute.
Okay, Carl Coffey. Thanks for that. I appreciate
So
that.
can I do a shameless self-promotion before we get going?
Okay, so Caleb was on another podcast, and how do you think it went?
Podcast
Podcast
is a very loosely used term. We covered. Well, what did you think? Here's the real question. What did you think of the suggestion for the Friday night festivities to just have it catered by Pizza Bob and do a massive karaoke night and have Carl sing the theme song to Aladdin?
Is it true that you wrote down a list of topics that would piss off Carl and you mentioned every one of them?
This is not going to be confirmed nor denied, nor was I nor was I in on that conversation, but there may have been some collusion.
I see some collusion coming out from that podcast.
Unscripted.
Oh my God.
Rumor has it that there may be an unscripted 3 featuring the Leroy cast.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, please just don't have Tim in it.
Oh, Tim was on.
I think Tim gets nervous on podcasts.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why he hasn't put out a Fireside shirt in
Oh wow,
a month.
That's a move. Right
Anyway,
there.
So
How's the Strike Zone doing this year?
they put out one episode
With us.
Anyway, we're gonna try and be a little easy going today, I guess. I don't know. Our last episode seemed to get a lot of uproar.
Oh, it was good.
Yeah, I liked it. So
did you notice though that a lot of our predictions were right? People were upset, but then it ended up happening. So
yeah,
we're gonna cover one hard hitting topic today.
It was just a honest opinion, or tried to do our best. We're not experts. They don't pay us for this stuff.
No, we're experts.
Caleb is. I'm not. I'm not going to claim that. Anyway, I just put out a podcast. I don't know.
Greg, you're the best wiffle podcaster in the country.
Oh boy,
you're an enigma.
No, I will say Carl has that. I think my sound is better than his, but he's a better.
I would agree.
Well, it's because he does Skype, and that's kind of what happens there. Sometimes the quality is, but you get more people on the show. We don't get as many people. We're working on that. I have to actually talk to Carl about that. Anyway, let's recap the game. We've been talking way too long already. It's like 4 minutes. Anyway, so let's get to business. So last week we had lots of different games. Some interesting trends again. The Clams lost 2 more games. They're on a 6-game
trend for the Clams.
Whew, man, they've been going, kind of rough going there. The Dusters, that Liners Dusters score though. Could you explain how it got to 23-4? I think that's like the 3rd highest score. The other 2 involved the Narwhals, both not wins, but
I think it was a 2-headed monster in that game. I think I was something. Can you check the stats just to make sure? Because I don't want to say it and it not be true.
And then we'll get Caleb on here for lying,
Yeah.
All
I
right.
believe I was 9 for 9 or 10 for 10.
9 for 9.
Yeah.
7 home
7
runs.
homers and 15 RBI. So.
A bad game for you, huh, CJ?
Yeah. I think I almost.
Alec was 7 for 9 and had 4
homers. Yeah.
Jeez.
It was. Well, and Al gave up 8 runs.
Wind blowing out on that. Oh, my jeez.
Yeah.
Jason Hilligott's 144. Oh, my. So he
did
got
record
one
an
out. He got
No,
one
he
out.
got one out. Yeah.
Oh man. Whew, that was rough. But we won't dwell too long on that. We had a couple other. My team lost 2 close games. 11-8 the first game against the Lions, and then 2-0 against the Liners. Clams played tough. They lost 8-6 to the Dusters, and they lost 5-4 to the Sultans. Sultans win again in the afternoon, or in the second game, 13-9 against the Truckers. Truckers lost 2 last week, losing to the Sliders. So a lot of teams losing 2. Corn Bombers win 2 against the Sluggers. We don't have the score for that one, and they won 5-1 against the Hawaiians. So a lot of streaks here. It seems like everyone either went 2-0 or 0-2, except for the Dusters. They split, and
it was a big week from a standings perspective.
and the Sluggers split.
Because you look at the Bombers. The Bombers in 2 weeks have gone from 10th to 5th.
Yeah. Well,
Think about that.
they're starting, and we mentioned this. It's just that Colin and Brett had to play better, and they started doing that. And Zeidema's been better too,
Right.
from what I hear. I haven't seen him, but
Right.
good for him, man.
What did the Truckers do? They lost 2?
Yeah, they lost both. They lost to
Jeez.
the Sliders and the Sultans. So John Gibson showing up again. The John Gibson factory's 4-1.
Makes me so mad.
He's a game changer. He is. So that was the recap from last week. Anything else you saw? Anything that stood out to you? I mean, the wind played a big factor last week for sure. The wind was a little bit higher than normal, I think.
Yeah,
It was a little cold.
I don't know. It's just this is one of those weeks where there wasn't something super
Yeah, there
intriguing.
wasn't anything. Like I said, almost every team was.
Well, there wasn't anything wiffle ball related that was intriguing.
Anyway, we'll get to that later. We'll talk about that here in a little bit, probably. Let's go ahead and preview next week's games. If you're ready to move on.
Sure.
So,
Sure.
So 6:00 games. We got Sluggers at Dusters on Fenway. Sultans at Hawaiians on Wrigley.
Are we picking winners or not?
Let's run down the games and then we'll break them down.
Talk them down a little bit. All right.
Liners, Sliders on Minute Maid, Truckers, Clams on PNC, and the TV game for 6:00 will be your Narwhals against the Badgers. So I got to face the Youngman brothers in back-to-back games on Harambe. This is collusion.
This is collusion.
Sluggers, Dusters. What are you seeing from there? I don't know. The Sluggers, I think, will pull one out. Dusters brought in Austin Williams, but that bullet's gone now. He's played 4 games. So he's at like a $40 salary.
Sluggers are winning this one. Without Austin Williams.
It's going to be hard.
Who's Marty going to make his 4th?
Well, his 4th is Al Friedman.
No, that's his 2.
I know he's signed for 2, but he was 4th in the lineup. But anyway, yes, in terms of who's on his team and who is his 2, and right now it's Marty 1, Al 2, Hilligan's 3.
Right.
We'll see if the no beer plays a factor into that. The no beer for underage.
Oh.
So,
yeah. Yeah, maybe.
Who knows? So then we got Sultans and Hawaiians. Who knows? I mean, Austin's looking to trade his team. I don't know. So maybe he'll have a different
Maybe
team.
Maybe Barlon will be on the Sultans by the end of the week.
So
Who
I think Robbie will have his whole team there again. I think Micah's starting to come more, he said, so we'll see. But they just keep winning. I don't see why you would say they wouldn't win at this point, because they've won like 6 in a row. I mean, they're hot. They were 2-3, I think, at one point. Or
really?
no, they were 2-2 at one point. So they've gone
on
8-1 since then. I mean,
yeah,
they've only lost 1 game since week 2.
right.
So, then the Sliders Liners game. That's gonna be just depending on John, I think. If John shows up, they have a good chance. If not, they'll probably struggle. But the team's coming together. Quinn and Brad have been hitting some more home runs. They've been pitching okay. I think that's just what he needs. As he rolls his eyes, they've been pitching okay. I'm not saying
the backdoor sliders are the poop NATO of the league.
Get out of here. So,
the poop.
If you want to look that up on Instagram, if you can, if you want to see that video, I think Jared Youngman could send it to you. Oh my gosh. Anyway,
a porta potty. A porta potty.
No, okay, we're not talking.
No, we're going to talk about it.
I'm editing it out.
No, so you're not going to edit it out.
Yeah, I am.
No, the poop NATO is a porta potty gets dislodged in a park. A porta potty gets dislodged in a park, and a strong wind sweeps it up.
It's being edited out.
This thing is flying around, and all the shit is coming out, and it's raining down on everyone in the park.
So next we have the liners and sliders on Minute Maid.
Let me tell you what I think. I want there to become a time where I talk about a Jordan Moselle team and I'm just not like, Is that not the word?
Oh no.
Is that not? It's like yeah, they're a good team, but it's like, you think Brad's gonna wow you with the velocity, and Quinn's gonna make a dive and play and left?
Come on.
I mean,
they're good guys.
That has nothing to do with their wiffle ball skill.
I know.
But
anyway,
you're too nice of a person. You don't want anyone to their feelings hurt.
No, not true. Just one person.
Oh.
Anyway,
tell me more.
The Truckers and Clams have the PNC Truckers Clams. Do the Clams get off the schneid?
I say this one ends in an 8-8 tie, and neither of them get off of it. No, I'm kidding. An 8-8 tie. How funny would that be if both teams desperately need a win and they end up having a tie? No, I'm kidding. If Matt's lineup is Matt, Lucas. Is it Matt Lucas? Who's Matt's team?
What? Who's Matt's team? Is Kevin, Matt,
yeah, Kevin,
Kyle, or Reinhout, and
Tap, and then is it Ashby still?
No. Shoot, who's their other person?
I thought it was Grant.
No,
I have Grant.
They dropped Grant.
I have Grant. That's right.
They dropped Grant to get Kyle. I can never remember. Lucas. Oh my goodness.
It is Lucas. That's
I'm
what I
such
thought.
an
That's
idiot.
what I thought. And then
oh my
Truckers
gosh.
got Tim, Vogus, B-Trav.
And maybe Kyle Jansma.
Yeah, potentially. I don't know. I think the Truckers could win this one. If the Clams play the Sliders and the Truckers. If the Clams lose two more,
oh no,
Matt may be foregoing ownership.
Oh, for sure.
We heard it in the chat. Anyone want to own two teams?
He's pretty upset right now.
Oh, it's his arm. If he
It
was
is,
better,
yeah.
He would be in a much better place.
Well, it's just I think it's kind of every move he's made has just not worked out for him.
Right.
Honestly.
Right.
Like Austin's not been able to
he got off to a bad start.
Yeah. Well, they were 4-1 at one point.
I'm talking about with Ashby though, with salary.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The salary definitely hurt him, but I mean he's tried everything to like manipulate his team to be able to, but Sitter not being able to show up, that whole thing. It was the same thing with me and Jeremiah, and it's just he's tried, and just everything he's tried has just not worked out. He's trying to get these players on his team. I mean, Lucas was the number 2 overall pick.
Yeah.
And he's just not playing at that level. I mean, he did pretty well this week. I mean, from what I saw, he hit a few home runs at least.
Better.
Yeah, but I mean, he's been looking more on the upswing, but yeah, he has to be their one. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would agree.
So, and yeah, I mean, if you look at that, Matt and Tapper were the only ones that gave up runs. If Matt didn't give up any runs or gives up one, they probably win that game against the Dusters last week. But and then Narwhal's Badgers, just depends on how everyone plays.
If Wes shows up, you're doomed.
Well, I mean, he's going to show up, and so is Shane, though. I mean,
You could
we'll
get
have
some runs
opportunity
there.
against Shane and Barnes. I mean, that's how you get
Binky
to the Badgers. If
against
you,
Binky,
the thing is,
Barney Rubble,
oh no,
Flintstones.
oh
Meet
no.
the
So,
Flintstones.
I mean, we played them tough last time, and it was almost the same team. It was
Barnes
me.
looked good on the mound against us.
Yeah, he's been getting better too. I think a lot of those people that have realized they can get dropped and added a lot have been kind of showing that what I've said before. They need to start showing the fire to try and get better and put in some extra work. And
I'd agree.
so, like I said, I mean, but Quinn, like I said, Quinn's hitting some home runs. Brad's hitting some home runs.
Yep.
Barnes is looking better on the mound. So we'll just see, We'll see if it can translate over. It depends on the wind there, too.
Yeah.
The wind's blowing in, probably a better advantage for us, but it's hard to manufacture runs for us.
Yeah.
We'll see. But, yeah, so I think we have a good chance. If we keep it close early, we can maybe pull out a upset win. But if the wind's blowing out or if it's, we just give up a lot of hits on the ground, Wes and Sheriff put a lot on the ground, it could be a tough day. But
Yeah.
we'll see. Depends on if I can locate too for pitching.
Absolutely.
So let's move on to 7:00 games. You're looking at sliders, clams. We already touched on that a little bit. Those clams games are both going to be kind of up in the air, I think. If John's there, like I said, it's always that's going to be just fill in that for the rest. Can I cut this apart and just edit it into every show when we talk about games? Like, if John's there, I mean, so we'll see. We know he will not be at the July 3rd games.
Really?
I don't believe so. I think he's going on a family vacation that
Oh,
whole week.
The annual Gibson vacation.
Something like that, yeah. But so we have sliders, clams. It'll be a close game. Bombers, Badgers. This is going to be a good one, I think. I think this is going to be, can the Bombers, the new look upswing Bombers, start to keep that momentum going? They don't have a 6:00 game. Looks like they'll be on the, oh no.
They'll be on the mic
for the Badgers and the,
Ah!
no. Brett, be easy on me. Colin too, if that's who it is. Probably is. Anyway,
Big Daddy.
I love Colin. Anyway, Bombers, Badgers, yeah, that'll be a close game. I think I'm gonna say the Bombers pull it out.
Wow. Sure,
Even though
your thoughts?
I mean, I think Colin can hit off of Jared. I don't think anyone's going to hit off Wes. I mean, it doesn't matter because he's probably going to save Wes for 2 innings in that game. Jared's probably going to pitch 2 innings against us and then Wes pitch 2 against the Bombers. So
I think that would be smart.
yeah. So, and I think that's what
here's the thing. If the Bombers win 2 and the Badgers lose 2,
oof. Oh man.
the Bombers move into 3rd.
That won't happen. The Badgers will win at least 1, but
So you're saying they're going to beat you?
no, but it'll be, like I said, it just depends on if we keep it close.
Yeah.
If we keep it close,
I'm just playing the devil's advocate here.
Anyway, I just don't think they lose 2, but they'll both be close games. Every game's competitive. Anyway,
No.
I'm on a broken record. Let's move
not
on.
Liners Dusters last week.
Liners Sultans. That is the matchup of the season so far. I think 2 10-3 teams. On PNC Park. That's
my first time playing on PNC.
Oh my! That's why you have so many wins.
It
The
is,
field's
honestly.
garbage. Gosh.
What does the field have to do with me winning games? It's a short porch to right. PNC helps me.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm wrong.
Yep.
Okay.
It's just because you're sitting on the futon, you're wrong.
Yeah. It's
Anyway.
really comfy.
Yeah. Just depends who shows up. Are we gonna get the 8 runs Hayworth, or are we gonna get the 1 run Hayworth?
Yeah, the 1-run Hayworth's really fun to play with.
Yeah, I know, but
The 1-run Decking is pretty cool too. He did that last week. Actually, he was the 0-run Hayworth or Declan.
Yeah. Well, no one gave up any runs.
Well, in your game,
Yeah.
Alec gave up 2. I think James gave up 1, and Justin gave up 1 or 2. So yeah.
Yeah. That'll be a great game to watch. I'm gonna pick.
You ain't gonna pick me, so just don't even try and be nice.
No, I'm gonna pick the Sultans. You
Yeah,
gotta
no.
lose at some point. Anyway, Dusters Hawaiians on Harambe. That'll be the second TV game.
Ooh.
Should be interesting. I think the Dusters will pull out a win, go 1-1 again.
No.
They're on that streak of 1-1s. I think
Absolutely
they
not.
will. All right.
Absolutely not.
So you're taking the Hawaiians.
Gosh, I don't want to do that either, though.
Okay.
Who is the Dusters going to be their 4th? Who will be the Dusters' 4th?
This week, I have no clue.
I don't know.
Andy Rosala, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. It just depends on if free agents move around and whatnot. I don't know. We still don't have salaries, so free agency hasn't gone through yet. It's
Right.
Sunday or Saturday, but
Yeah.
last game, Sluggers Narwhals on Wrigley. That could be a slugfest.
Oh, if it's blowing out.
Yeah. I'm
Although
hoping
the field,
we can.
I wouldn't be so sure. The wind has shifted almost every week.
It's crazy.
You don't know what
weird.
it's going to be.
Yeah. So again, if it's blowing out, I'd say we might have a better chance then because the wind was blowing in last time we played them and they won 23-0. So
Well, that's good.
yeah, I'm just hoping Narwhals can put better. But I mean that was the Peters week.
Oh, that was Colin.
That was the
I'm telling you, he's the future of the league.
totally.
Colin can be.
Yep.
I'm telling you, him, Monco, and Reed. You put a team like that together, just absolute monsters.
Anyway, all right. So, anything else looking forward to next week? With the games. Caleb?
Looking forward to next week. I don't know. I'm interested. What team that's got me intrigued is the Bombers right now. Like,
yeah, I would say
they could. If you think about it, with 11 teams, this is the most insane thing. Now, it probably won't happen, but they can literally go from 10th to 3rd in 3 weeks
that's crazy.
with playing more than 10 games in the season.
Yep. Well,
That's crazy.
well, the Bombers can only win one. They're only playing one. So,
That's true.
but if they beat the Badgers, that's a big win. Yeah, I'd say that those two games, at 7:00, the Bombers, Badgers, and Sultans, Liners are the games of the week.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
check if you're at the fields, go check those out. Anyway, check out our Facebook games. All right, so that's going to do it for that. Probably a little bit shorter show today anyway, but I think we're going to take a quick break, take some questions, and then get into some topics, and then we'll wrap it up. See you on the other side. Welcome back, and we're going to, what? And as I say this, is Caleb stirring the pot, trying to get some questions in the question bag. I don't know. Anyway, so this is our question bag. Small question bag this week, short show this week. Anyway, so first question. No, we'll skip a couple of those. Will Sam consider selling ice cream sandwiches to minors in place of beer? Thoughts, Caleb?
No, you missed 2 questions.
We'll get to those in a minute.
Sure. That would be a good idea. We need a freezer, though.
Okay. Yeah. Add a freezer to the fridge.
Yeah.
I did have a freezer in college. I had a fridge and a freezer at one point.
And where'd it go?
They were right next to each other.
No, where is it now?
Oh, I gave it to somebody or I sold it or something.
Here we go.
This was back in 2013, bro. When I graduated from college, when you were, being done with high school?
I'm still in high school.
Yeah, exactly. So, anyway,
Is the Leroy movie training video ever going to start production?
well, I want to put out one for our tournament, so plug for the tournament here. The Indiana Wiffle Classic is now available to register. We
Yep.
are at Classic Wiffle on Twitter. you can also, if you're in our Players Association, you can find it in that chat. Please sign up. If you are not signed up, I'm not going to take these, oh, yeah, I'm coming, but you don't ever sign up.
Yeah.
No, that's sign up.
That's actually straight up one thing we're doing differently is you're going to register and you're going to send us the money. We're not going to do this brother, buddy thing. Because it's a cap of 48 people, so...
Yes, the first 48 to sign up are in. If you don't get in, it's not like, oh, but you knew I was coming. No. If you signed up on the thing, I made Caleb do it too, and Caleb's a part of this. Me and Caleb are both registered.
Yep.
Just to make this thing fair. But anyway, and if you can't pay me on Venmo, just let me know. Bring cash to me, but you need to bring it before the tournament or else somebody's going to get your spot.
Yep.
So,
just to let you know,
Vogus and Bazia have already paid, by the way.
2 big names signed up today as a pair. We had John Monco and Casper the Ghost.
Yeah, somebody said he wanted to be funny, man. Here.
No, but for real, sign up. Like, it's going to be a fun tournament. All the information's up on Soch.
Yeah.
Up on the media.
Yeah, check it all out. And so back to your question, Grant. I do want to put out a video so people can go watch it and see and get a feel for our league before they come in and play and all that stuff. And just a quick rundown so everyone's clear with this. I'll post it on our Twitter as well. But if you are in Leroy, if you play just in Leroy, you're going to sign up as a Leroy player. You will be paired with somebody else. You do not get a choice of who you're paired with. It'll be inverse salaries, though. So the lowest salary will be paired with the highest salary. So that's how it's going to work. And if you've only played, like Bo Hofstra has only played 2 games in our league this year, okay, he is going to be that salary. He still gets a salary for 2 games, even though he has not played 4 full games and cannot be signed. He will still play at whatever salary he has. Okay.
Can you just at Sheriff on that, please?
What?
That comment?
Yeah. Oh, well, that's totally for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway,
okay,
that's because that was brought up. If you are in another league, Griffball, Orbital, or I actually saw some other people, some Warsaw Eagles or something followed us.
Oh.
So we may have a few other leagues or tournament players that want to come out. Sure, sign up.
Absolutely.
So, yes, that's that question.
What teams just squeak out of the death bracket as the 6 and 7?
No, I want to go to that last. Because it's going to bring up another topic. So,
okay,
I want to look at Twitter real quick. Sorry, I just want to get this. Couple questions. How many LWA guys from last year are coming to nationals to watch?
0.
Just Eric, I think. Is Eric coming?
I don't even know if he's coming.
Probably. I won't be able to be there. Sorry. I got something else going on. Caleb gives me the stink eye. Favorite salad dressing? I think we all know that the keg of ranch for Caleb. There's a keg of ranch. Did you know this? No?
I did not know that.
Yes.
How did they keep it fresh?
Like you put a beer keg on ice. You'd probably do the same thing with this thing.
Oh.
Who would win? I think he means spelling bee here.
Probably. That would be me without
Who would
question.
win a spelling bee No, get out of here.
I'm a way better speller
Absolutely
than you.
not. Absolutely not.
Spell chrysanthemum.
I don't care.
Yeah, that's right.
Anyway, will Austin ever get rid of Cameron Verlon? Well, we'll see. We talked about that earlier. Some shift
Walk
might
it like
go
I
on.
talk it, Warner. If
Yeah.
you're going to get rid of him, then do it. Walk it, talk it.
Yeah, he's been trying to get rid of a couple of his players, like I said earlier. Anyway, so that brings us into last couple questions here from that man, Austin Warner. And we're going to bring up a topic that him and a few other people brought up this week. Question was, is there anyone that will sneak out and be a 5-6 seed? Yes, it will not be the Hawaiians. And the second question was, Will the Narwhals ever win again? Yes, we will win against you in the death bracket. So
Oh,
there you go. Caleb, your thoughts on those two questions?
wow. I'm not. No other opinions on that. No
I'm going
other
on mute.
Oh my gosh. That just took me by surprise. Next question, I'm going on mute. Well, since Greg has just effectively dropped the mic on this podcast, I will close it out for us. It has been a pleasure being on Going Corn. We've got another big week ahead. Make sure to follow the Indiana Wiffle Classic on Twitter. And for the first time in Going Corn, because Greg has effectively dropped the mic, we'll be signing off. See ya.
See you next time on Going Corn.